Okay. Oh my god, hello. Okay, sorry. I am starting hella late today. Hold on. I gotta close the door. I gotta close the door too. We're back with some more Apollo Justice Ace Attorney. But today this is gonna be lurking. I'm on FF tonight. Imagine that. Imagine that. Imagine that, chat. Imagine Final Fantasy 14. I cannot be me. Why is my avatar not loading? But hi, hello CATBYTE. I hope you're enjoying Final Fantasy tonight. Oompa Loompa, welcome, welcome. Gone Cloud, yes, trashy stream. It's been a while since I've seen you in here, buddy. What's up, man? Yeah, you like the new model? I don't think you got to see it. It's a pretty great model. Look at me go. New model for Ace Attorney. I don't think you got to see it. But here we are. Oh my god. Okay. How are we all tonight? How are we all? We're back, baby. Woo! Okay. Oh my god. So we are finally on the last chapter of Apollo Justice, and I am so excited. I don't remember exactly where we left off. I think we were just starting the trial, I think. But we're starting on the Mason system. Phoenix is the coordinator of it all, so he's up to something. He's up to something, but we'll see. We'll see. And after this, tomorrow will be another game. I got back from my night class and I made a new model. I'm excited. You're exhausted? Oh, bro. You have to show me your new model later then. But for those who aren't caught up with the entire game, you don't necessarily need to be taught up with the entire game, but just know Phoenix Wright is a hobo, and Apollo Justice is a new little guy who's doing new big little things. A little man doing big things. That's sent photos. Oh my god, you'll send photos? Oh my god, are you gonna send it right now? Is it being sent right now? Should I just notice that this is on? Just put that away. Oh boy, but for those who have not caught up, you could always watch the VODs on my VOD channel, VG Trashy VODs on YouTube. I no longer keep any of my VODs here on Twitch because Twitch is unreliable and doesn't save my stuff. So we decided, why not make a YouTube channel? And then this is also where I post little shorts and stuff. I will be making a main channel soon, but not sure when. Probably when I can dedicate more time to this, but we'll see. Alrighty, let me turn off the lo-fi music. The lo-fi music can go away now. And we can continue with the game. I was playing some Dual Destinies. Oh, and then so about my little announcement earlier about a new game tomorrow. On my server, I made it for the those who are not in the server. You could always join Discord. You could always join through the link right in chat. I made an announcement today. So that today, the Ace Attorney streamer, for the time being, will not be streaming Ace Attorney tomorrow. For tomorrow, chat. Tomorrow, we will be streaming Helldivers. You heard me right, fella. Helldivers. If my lovely friend, Isaiah, introduced, he's been telling me about this game for some time now, showing me clips, and I played it for the first time today, and let me tell you guys, my bestie is playing Helldivers 2 right now. It is, if you want chaos, that's the perfect game for you. And I mean chaos. It is excruciatingly chaotic. Me and my buddy he was showing me the ropes, and let's just say I don't think there was a time I wasn't screaming. I was screaming a lot. Because the game isn't also, for my insectophobic people, not a friendly game. Which, to be fair, for me, I'm heavily arachnophobic, and I am slightly insectophobic. It was not fun. It was fun. It was fun. Don't get me wrong. It was fun. But at what cost, you know? It was fun, but at what cost? But it's a great game so far, and I can't wait to show it to you guys. If you guys have not watched any content of Helldivers, my first stream is gonna be, oh god, that's a lot of responsibility. But the game is really fun, and it's for it being, I think it's a smaller studio that makes it. The game is really beautiful, like, and I mean really beautiful. Like, the graphics are really nice. But again, let's get into the case. So hold on, let me kind of refresh myself here. So we got the magic ticket, the Gramier envelope, the poison mug, the forged painting. Well, this is the original painting. He stole it. A letter found containing a written paper. Okay. Oh, okay. So the evidence, we have Drew Michel's contract to the outside world. Speaking of actually Helldivers tomorrow, if anyone in chat actually wants, people will be allowed to join. So if y'all want to join, y'all can definitely join. If you guys have the game, definitely will allow people to join in that, right? And then we have the 3 forged paintings. I'm really curious of how this trial is gonna play out. Wait, good morning. Oh, I forgot. Oh, she talked. So, you're Vera, right? I'm Druzy. Druzy Wright. That's right with a W. But not right. Right? Oh, she just confused me. She looks dead inside. We're on your side. You can tell us anything, please? Wait. So if this is like a recreation of the crime, does that mean she's already been in jail for like 7 years? Since if this is a okay. Good morning. She speaks. She speaks. Not bad. Not bad. I think you'd do better with a little smile, you know? You're so pretty. You need to sell yourself, you know? Trucy, let's take it easy for starters. Oh, she's drawing something. Thank you for taking my case. Okay, she is kind of pretty though, actually. Hold on. I need to take a picture. Hold on. I need to get some of these sprites for later because these are perfect. Hold on. I might use these as for references actually. These are actually pretty good. Vera is very pretty. I didn't even know Vera existed. Okay, well, that's a start, I guess. There she goes with the nail polish again. That's great. Really, it's so cultured. What is she doing? Why? Wanna try? I like her little thing. She has like a little bear. Is it a lion? It's either a bear or a lion on her overalls. It's really cute. Oh, really? Girls. No, it's a girls. Disappointment. That is not girls, like as in guys, please stop. No, it's a girls. This man. No. That's a case. The victim, Drew Mishem, was a forager and stole paintings that were found in his studio. A life of crime, really, and maybe one that led to his death. October 8th, 10 a.m., District Court, Courtroom number 3. Hi, Clavier.
Well, we will now begin our trial of the fuck.
Why are you like this? Judge, what's wrong, buddy? Why? There, Misham. Is the judge okay? His voice is all raspy and he looks all nervous-like.
The repercussions of today's trial will most likely be felt for a long time. It may indeed alter our legal system forever.
Today is a test of the justice system, and the first step towards a new order in our courts. Daddy's secret mission. The jurists will function like a jury. It is hoped that their inclusion will help the courts better reflect on people's will. Why aren't the jurists in the courtroom? 3 closed-circuit cameras watch this courtroom at all times. The jurors have access to everything that transpires. Jurist, judge, well, and judge, cool. Judge, what? Jurist, judge, what? Oh, okay, oh, that is, okay, jurist, judge, well, and judge, cool, okay.
Now, see here, Prosecutor Gavin. I was going to say that.
My apologies, Herr Judge.
Jurist today, or judge today's trial coolly, if you would be so kind.
I make him sound ghastly. Man sounds like he's like 1 foot in the grave, ready to crawl into his coffin. The jurists are unbound by the letter of law. They don't affect the trial with evidence, but their feelings? And we're about to find out just what effect they're going to have.
Very well, Prosecutor Gavin. The details of the case, if you would.
Good evening, Argus. Welcome in. We're doing our one Ace Attorney night for the week. Tomorrow's stream will be a lovely game called Helldivers. If you've heard about it. So I'm probably gonna be streaming extra long as some Ace Attorney tonight, just so I can get as much as this done. So without further ado, I'm gonna continue. But I hope you're doing well, man. How are we tonight? The victim is the painter Drew Masham. He was killed in his own studio. Yes! We're excited, aren't we? His coffee was poisoned. By whom, you ask? By none other than the defendant Vera Misham. There wasn't any poison in the coffee. Ashton, someone has been doing their homework. Indeed, poison was not present in the coffee, but on the mug itself. The mug. Residue was found on the rim, I see. Oh, I forgot to do his voice. The autopsy report describes the matter of the victim's death.
The court accepts this into evidence.
Oh, okay. We'll have to look at that later.
According to this report, the victim's death was caused by
atroquinin. I've been gaming Helldivers like crazy recently. Yes! Oh my god, Argus. I'm not sure. I'm thinking I'm gonna probably do an open lobby too. So, okay. Hold on. I totally forgot to mention this one also fact. I will be streaming earlier tomorrow. I'm estimating maybe give or take, like maybe 6 or 7 o'clock tomorrow. I will be streaming, earlier. Mainly because my friend is joining me. He's the one that's teaching me all the Helldiver lore. So I'm commenting for his time. So I will be streaming a little earlier. And then maybe after that, I'll do some open lobbies, depending on how long my friend plays. Or maybe might do some open lobbies during. So, if any of you are, I guess, talking to all of you here, if y'all want to join me, I will definitely leave that up to you guys. I'll have open lobby Helldivers. That would be fun, wouldn't it? And just to put into perspective of how I play Helldivers, I don't think there was a single moment where I wasn't screaming when playing the game. So just know that is going to be the fate of whoever plays Helldivers with me. You will be hearing screaming the entire time. A chemical compound that does not occur naturally. Lethal dosage of mere 0.002 milligrams. A touch of aeroquin is... Wait, a touch of aeroquinine? Hold on, atroquinine? I think that's how you pronounce it. Atroquinine in the body is a touch of the Reaper Scythe.
Very well, Prosecutor Gavin. You may present your witness.
I have for you today a simple man for a simple case. A man who witnessed a murder entirely. That journalist, no doubt. Oh, the fucking journalist. No, we're gonna have to listen to him. I hated him. The witness will state his name and occupation. Could work for me if I go to sleep early. Could work for me if I go to sleep early enough. It's up to you. It's up to you. Well, I'll probably be streaming. I'll be streaming to my normal time anyways. So, I don't think I'll switch games because the game is really fun. I do like playing it. But I think... Yeah, because I don't have to go to... Yeah, so I work in the morning and then I go home and then I'm streaming that night. Yeah, and I don't have to go to work till the next night. So I will be streaming to my normal time. If not, if I end up not playing the game, I don't know if I'll go back to Ace Attorney, but we'll see. Maybe I'll find another game to play. Who knows? We'll see. We'll see. I deleted Call of Duty off my computer, so so Call of Duty isn't an option. And you'll be like, oh my god, Trashy deleted Call of Duty off her computer? That's crazy. Yeah, I did. I deleted Call of Duty off my computer. That is a feat, by the way. I'm finally distancing myself from Call of Duty because Activision is kind of ass. Yay. You didn't announce your live and... Oh, crap! Thank you, Cat. Thank you, Cat. You're the best. Leave me alone. Don't bonk me with your bonkiness. Don't get away from me. Don't bonk me. But I appreciate you. I totally forgot. Everybody. Oh, and I'm doing that real quick now that you mentioned it. Okay. I think we're good. Boom. There we go. Haha. Okay. There we go. Back to my lurk. I guess it would be the same for me if I were to delete Destiny. No, that's super fair, especially from what I've heard of Bungie. Bungie has how the mighty have fallen. Right. I forgot what I gave this man. I think I gave him this type of voice. Well, for starters, my name is Spark Barsley. My job is a lone observer of the world. In other words, a freelance journalist, right? If you don't mind, I'd like to state something here for the record.
Yes, Mr. Brushel.
Why does he have a toothbrush in his hand? I dislike conclusions, specifically the aspect of jumping to conclusions. I only plan to do the DLC after that. No promises. Yeah, no, fair enough. Fair enough. Preconceptions make park sandboxes of endless desert waste, end quote. But you are a journalist. You said so yourself. Well, that's true, yes. But you must understand I stand before you today as a man with a dream. I'm offering you my testimony in exchange for the exclusive right to this story. Scoop turns Mr. Brussels into that Mr. Brussels, end quote. I hate him. I hate him.
Let's hear your testimony then, shall we?
A simple case, eh, Gavin? For me, the jury is still out. Okay, so we're gonna really try to hone in on using the jury to manipulate their feelings. I visited the studio around 9 p.m. that night to do an interview. What a bold-headed claim. I hate this character. The first outsider to enter the entire journalistic history made, end quote. His daughter brought us coffee right after we started. And you know what happened next? Star Falls, end quote. No one else entered the room besides her the whole time. What? Wait, what does he mean by star? He didn't fucking up and die.
That does sound like a simple case. Unless you were the one who poisoned him.
What are you saying, Judge?
Need I remind you that the cameras are rolling today? I felt the need to be a bit more dramatic.
I hate this. I hate it so much. Oh, I hate this. You didn't do it, did you? Me, wait, me do a thing like that? Come on, like that? It's so stupid. He sounds so stupid. I made him sound so stupid. But he deserves it. He looks stupid. Man looks so stupid. You know, man with the big bulgy eyes. Look at his glasses. Y'all know glasses, right? You know that those man's lenses are the size. They are probably as thick as like a wall. His lenses are thick as a brick. You could use them in a house and they will stand the pressure of the brick around it. You can make a wall with those lenses. So stupid. Newsmaker making the news, end quote. Or even contemporary witch hunt, end quote. I know. Wild accusations rock courtroom, end quote. Rock indeed. Prosecutor Gavin sure looks like he's having fun. I'm so happy for him.
Very well, Mr. Justice, your cross-examination, please.
Cross-examination. Apollo, my boy. Okay, hold on. We're not. 9 p.m. isn't that a little late for an interview? If the great painter's room Hashem says come at 9, believe you me, I go at 9. The first, as it turned out, the last interview, the prolific painter. Right. Can you tell us what it was like when you arrived? Alrighty, we're gonna kind of push him on everything. You were the first reporter ever in Drew Studios. Posteriorly, we'll look back on that night as a turning point in journalistic history. A basically insignificant step for all mankind. A giant step for that Brussels guy, end quote. If no one was ever... Wait, fuck. If no one on the outside ever had access to the studio, then it would serve the reason that the deed was done by an insider. By which he means Vera did it. So, how do epoch-making interview go? His daughter brought us coffee after we started. Would you mind being a little more specific? Oh, let me tell you, I enjoy a cuppa. In fact, it all began when I was in 3rd grade. What the fuck? What do you do when you mean 3rd grade? It all started back when I was a wee little lad, doing wee little things. I don't like this man. He gives me... He makes me nervous. It's okay though. That's not what I meant. I believe I know what her forehead is driving at. This coffee and the victim... Wait. This coffee the victim was served. Did anyone other than the defendant touch it? Right. That. That's what I was going to say. That's what I was going to say, really. Well, now that I got... Now that if... God! Okay. Well, now if you got a question to ask, you better straight up ask it. That's what I tell you. That's what I tell all the new recruits. Several times if necessary. I don't think his head is screwed on right either. I think he's missing an entire head. Dude, his chin is missing. He has a speckle of a chin. I'm pretty sure if you get a side profile, this man's face is slanted towards his neck. Wait for a grade schooler. Wait for a grade schooler. That's my mom. Why are you waiting for a grade schooler? You are a grown man. You are a grown man. Why are you? Huh? Oh, right for a grade schooler. Wait. I'm just gonna go die. I'm just gonna... Oh my god. Ooh. I'm just gonna disappear down my knee. I'm peeking. Oh my god. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. What do you mean? We're good. We're good. We're okay. Okay. Okay, write for a grade schooler, that's my motto. Which isn't to say that I can only write grade school level stuff, mind you. Who touched the coffee? Don't know. I was in the back, looking at the studio's equipment when she served it. And what happened next? Okay, and then we need to ask this. I can't. That was so funny. Wait for You're good. I can't, man. That's fucking hilarious. What is this about a falling star? stars fall, it's like, telegram. Send money over. Send money over? Zowie, you don't know? That's like a journalist code word. An important percentage passes away. A star falls. Get it? But there's no gravity in space, is there? I wouldn't think stars could fall, really. Does that matter? Oh boy, this is good stuff, good stuff. How about star breaks? Nah, lacks punch. I know, star dies. Nah, lacks imagination. Of course, you could go with Sturo dies, straight for the point, I like it. I think we need to hear more of something, a little bit more about the moment of the death. About when Mr. Machem passed away. Oh boy, what a scene that was. Oh god, he's so ugly! He's so ugly, Jen, he's so ugly! He's the ugliest character. There's a lot of characters in Ace Attorney. But I wholeheartedly believe that this man is the ugliest. This man is the ugliest man in all of Ace Attorney, which is hard because the character designs are great. Actually, no, wait. No, I still think he's the ugliest. Yeah, I think he's the ugliest. He put his coffee mug down with a crash, right?
Yes, and then?
Then the cold fingers of death touched his spine. Life flame sputtered and failed. So cold was that touch, he could be knocked and tremble uncontrollably. Actually, life flames is a little tired. Life's rivers froze over. Yes, that's a go. I think he's starting his article already. Could you describe that a little more simply? Well, as you can imagine, I was pretty surprised. He hit the floor as they could and say, artistic seizure is final performance, end quote. So he had a seizure. Etroquilin paralyzes the central nervous system. The body arcs back like holy what? The body arches back like a bow, and limbs tremble, and throat burns.
That's quite enough of that. Some of us want to be able to sleep tonight.
Oh, yeah, well, I want details. Well, lots of juicy details. For that, you can listen to our last year's hit single, Atroquinin, My Love, by Zagavanias, available on all major music outlets. Oh my god.
The point here is that the victim died of atroquinin poisoning. Well, Mr. Justice,
how do you find this testimony? I actually don't think that's important. I don't think that's the important bit that I need, though. I know I'm supposed to find one of the bits that's supposed to be important to me, but I don't think this one's it. Shucks. I'm gonna put not important. No, I don't think it is. Okay. No, I don't think this is important to us at all. You'd think the moment that Mr. Machem would be important, but Mr. Richardson really didn't tell us anything on what we didn't already know.
Very well, please continue with the testimony.
Okay, no one else into the room. Okay, well, let's ask about the coffee itself. Okay. Kind of skip through this. We're just gonna skip. Let's... Yeah, we don't care about his coffee. We're gonna ask about the Star's coffee. You say Mr. Misham had coffee too. But did you actually see him drink the coffee? Course. He who sees it wins, but he who says it is winner's what? But he who says it wins bigger, end quote. I live in a man sees dogs eat dogs. What? What type of shit is this man on? I live in a man sees dog eat dog and writes about it world. Yet. I guess I couldn't say I saw him drink it, really. He had one so-called sip of it. Man puts lips on mug drinks, end quote.
That poison is quite virulent, I hear.
My stomach did a so-called somersault, since I gulped down the coffee without so much of a second glance. Wait, maybe something's there, some kind of so-called trick. I wouldn't say which is, but hold on. That must be one hell of a trip. Can't say it is, but it's one hell of a trip. Yeah, that sounds about right. Anyone who wants to venture for a guess, for the record. Does this guy have a pause button?
Well, Mr. Justin, did you find that?
Okay. Hold on. I think that is important. I think it is important. Hold on. I meant to look at, actually, I never got to look at the autopsy report. 9 and 9:30. Okay, that doesn't tell us anything. But I think that is important, honestly, because he's thinking that the coffee was the one that was poisoned. Wait. Wait, wasn't there a detail about the poison? Hold on. Bare traces of the etcher. Hold on. How long does the poison take again? I can't really see. I don't know. Either way, he said, the victim drank it. Oh. Wait. Oh. But the victim drank his coffee and then immediately fell over? Oh, yes. You could go press with, wait. You could go to press with that one. Your Honor, this is a vital piece of information. Please add it to the testimony.
Very well, the witness will add this to his testimony.
Vital, right. He had one sip, if that, the next moment he was on the floor. No one else entered the room. Okay. If I remember correctly, doesn't the poison take a while? I wish it would... I wish I could double check my information here, but I think him saying that kind of... I know it took some time. I just don't... Ah! Slow acting. There we go. There we go. It literally says slow acting, so there's no way he could have drank the coffee and then bleh. Objection! Yes. You know what I have a problem with? A particular property of the poison used, anthraquinone.
Oh, Prosecutor Graffin was quite queer. Queer.
Fucking hell, what is wrong with me? What is wrong with me? What is wrong with my word?
But Prosecutor Graffin was quite clear about the poison.
I'm never gonna read properly. I need to take his advice and go back to grade school. I need to take that little piece of advice that the guy said earlier. right for a grade schooler because apparently I'm in fucking grade school with my reading.
A lethal dosage of 0.002 milligram paralyzes the central nervous system. If you drank that, even you, Mr. Justice, would be reduced to a quivering pile.
Why are you using me as an example? Unfortunately, we weren't told everything. There is a vital omission in Prosecutor Gavin's information.
An omniscient?
Atroquinine is a virulent, as he says. But death does not come upon ingestion, not immediately. That's because atroquinine is slow acting. Slow acting.
What?
According to one forensic scientist, it's one of the most virulent poisons, but it absorbs into the body astonishingly slowly. It takes at least 15 minutes from time of ingestion to adverse effects to show. If we suppose at the moment that Mr. Mashem sipped the coffee was when he sealed his fate, then that would have been then he would have time to at least enjoy his last cup of joe. Then he would have... That's one way. Ew! Why does he look like that? Why does he look like that? No. Did y'all see his body? Did y'all see the witness's body? I'm astonished. I am astonished. That man is a twig. That man is a stick. Man could be any thinner, he'll be a stick bug. He'll be doing the little memes. Do. What the hell? I just saw a goddamn... This man's an SCP. There's no way. He's that lanky.
If what the defense says is correct, why, that contradicts the entire testimony we just heard!
Well, Mr. Brushell, anything to say on the record? Slow acting. SLOWACT. It was virulent. Alright. Even then, it had already begun digging its claws into the journalist. He's working on his scoop. Oh, come here. It's Bruchel, Jean. Herr Bruchel. Let's take a trip back to memory lane. Huh? Did the victim really die the instant that he took a sip? Think about it. This is vital. Oh, you know what I think? I think that was a not so subliminal suggestion, end quote. I admit, it does cause a problem if he died when you said he died. It would be forced to say that Winderschen I'm not going to try to pronounce German, but if anyone would like to put the pronunciation of that into the chat, that would be great. to my simple case. Oh, it's like saying goodbye. Winderschen? I think it's saying goodbye to my simple case. And you would be forced to say farewell to your article. Auf Wiedersehen? Is that how you say it? Auf Wiedersehen. Come again? You can't write the story based on conjecture, can you? As the case drags on, other reporters will pick up the scent. And you'll be forced to kiss your exclusive scoop goodbye. Scoop. Look, wait, just wait a second, just 1 second.
We're waiting, out with it.
I think I just recalled a so-called important detail. The revival recollection, end quote, our story survival, end quote. Attorney utterly confused, end quote. He's so silly. He's such a silly little man. Okay. He's such a silly attorney utterly confused, end quote. Actually, I did notice something when I visited the studio. I heard that the poison takes its sweet time, see? But not what I've been saying but not what I've been saying for these last few minutes, apparently.
Mr. Brushel, are you saying you noticed something that explains what happened?
You bet I am. The antidote for the poisonous contradiction, end quote, you might say. Or, I still have no idea what you're talking about, end quote, I might. I'm gonna kill Apollo. Okay, whew. I figured it out, but only after an in-depth interview. See, thanks to my journalism skills, I know who poisoned that coffee. Why he looked like that? His shoulders are detached. No, hold on, chat. Hold on. No. You're telling me. Hold on. Chat. MS Paint, I need you to move, buddy. I'm pulling out MS Paint right now. Hold on. Chat. Okay, wait. Where? This man. Hold on. I would like to present to you the anatomy of this man, okay? So his body is like thin and his legs. Oh shit. I tried to back. Okay. It goes straight. It goes straight. He has his little butt and his lanky ass legs. He has lanky legs. And then his shoulders just wah. Why are his shoulders like this? Why he looking like that? Why he looking like that for real? Not only is his face like literally like this, but his body, his shoulders are detached. They are gone off his body. His body is here. His shoulders are fucking here. There is a crevice between his arms. And not a natural one. He looks so odd. Okay, that's enough MS Paint. Thank you, MS Paint, for your loveliness. As far as I can tell, the witness is standing by his testimony that Mr. Masham died the instant after he drank. Of course I'm standing by my testimony, and my dream's exclusive right to this story. I suppose it was too much to hope for. What was? Of course he wouldn't choose a simple case, not him. Him. Phoenix Wright. Who else? Oh. Ashtong, Herr Brussel. Report for us, if you would. What is it that you noticed?
This court is a critical trial of the juris system. I'm afraid no room for doubt is permissible. You will testify to the court about what you noticed.
This man has his shoulders. You can literally see the gap in his shoulders. Like, you have his body right here. It goes straight down. And his shoulders is just yoink, yoink. His arms, oh god. When I arrived at the studio, Mr. Masham was at his desk. He seemed to be writing a letter, but he quickly sealed the envelope. I thought nothing of it at the time, of course. Now that I think about it, oh, what if he was writing a suicide note? A suicide note. Yes, he had this look on his face. Man's face inscrutable as inscrutable as a quadratic equation. End quote. Suicide. Poor Mr. Misham. But that means Vera's innocent. I mean, yeah, I guess. I suppose so. Maybe. Would someone commit suicide in the middle of an interview? Oh.
Very well. You may begin your cross-examination.
What the fuck? I am just distraught. But let's figure out what that letter... Let's see if we can get more information about that letter, yeah? Let's just press him. Was there anyone in the studio other than Mr. Misham? Well, his daughter Vera, of course. Was anyone besides Mr. Misham and Vera present? Not a single one. Not a cat, not a rat, not even a mouse. The only person who didn't belong in the studio there was you, wasn't it, Mr. Bruchel? I know what you're doing. I know your game. Attorney uses classic resident phenomenon ploy. End quote. If you intend to suggest that the reporter is a suspect, I'm sure you also intend to provide evidence supporting the assertion, correct? In the meantime, let's move on, shall we? He seemed to be writing a letter. Yes. Figure out more about that letter. So, he put the letter away when he saw you? Early reporter gets the worm, end quote. That's my secret. I'm not sure I follow. It's the night after... Oh, wait. It was the night after the interview. I arrived 15 minutes ahead of schedule. The handle turns, the doors open, and I barge in. Are you sure that's okay to do? I mean, isn't that unlawful entry, really? Mr. Misham Mr. Misham seemed to think so. You should have seen him. He crammed his letter into his yellow envelope as fast as he could. Oh. Yellow envelope. That's a new one. What?
It does seem significant. Well, Mr. Justice,
I wonder. It does have a ring or something important. That red envelope. We have a red envelope. The defense found this testimony vital, Your Honor. Very well, please add to the testimony then. Hey, why not? My account comes free of charge. So, hold on. I heard it was left at the crime scene, but that's not the letter we found. We only have that one. As it just so happens, there was a single letter in the desk drawer at the scene. It was a red envelope. What? Prosecutor Gavin. Yes. Was the yellow envelope found at the scene of the crime? Unfortunately, no, but had forehead. It's easy to make mistake the color of letters. I guess, but not this envelope. You see, it was postmarked already. 7 years ago. Well, Mr. Bruchel? I can explain that. Drew, right, he wanted to get the letter in an envelope pronto. Get it out of sight, out of beady eyes, right? So he grabbed the nearest envelope and crammed it away. And what about that whole red and yellow envelope contradiction, chump?
Well, Mr. Justice, have you anything to say about the witness's claims?
That night, the victim put the letter that he'd been hiding... Wait. No, it'd be impossible because it wasn't open. That's impossible. It was closed. It was closed. That wouldn't be possible. That's impossible. It was closed. Ah, I like your expression, full of confidence. It's simple, really. As it just so happens, the letter... The defense team investigated the letter's contents of this envelope with assistance from a forensic scientist. What? Note that the letter is addressed to Drew Michem. Oh! Why would he address the letter to himself? Let alone send a suicide note to himself. I've been scooped. Oh god, he's so fucking ugly. His shoulders. His shoulders.
Order. 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 Mr. Bruchel, can you explain this to the court?
Oh, my. How could I have forgotten? I suppose this happens to be the best of us. Reporters get old, forget lost. Lots. End quote.
I'm still waiting for an explanation, Mr. Bruchel.
Well, the thing is, after he put his letter in that envelope, Mr. Michem sat there, searching the desk drawer for something. His desk drawer? Yes, a stamp, so-called postage stamp and post. A stamp? Whatever for? Well, to mail his letter, what else? And then, well, yes, I think I saw him put it in the letterbox. Yes, it was in a yellow envelope. He put it in the box.
Well, apparently this yellow envelope letter... What? Oh, huh?
Wait. Apparently this
yellow letter has nothing to do with the case.
Oh, how I wish it did. I just think that if that were a suicide note, what a story. Star writes suicide note in front of reporter. False, end quote.
As I was saying, that has nothing to do with this case. That said,
yes, Your Honor.
It makes me wonder what the contents of this red envelope is.
And then we're all gonna find out he's a forger. Sign the paper and send it to me in the closed letter. Enclosed stamp within 3 days.
$100,000 is quite a good deal of money.
So this is from 7 years ago, huh? So, am I finished here? Am I finished here? I was thinking of, going home and starting writing. Why are you hiding? What are you hiding? What are you hiding? He's hiding something. I hate to state what should be pretty obvious here. But when you catch the scent of a story, you make that a unique face. Come on! Attorney has active imagination, little else, end quote.
Even I noticed something with my eyes aren't that... Oh, God. And my eyes aren't as what they used to be. I'm starting to understand what all this perceiving stuff is about. Judge has an active imagination, end quote. Please continue your testimony. Tell us about the scent of the story.
Hey, I'm the one asking the questions here, usually. Why is he clean? He cleaned his teeth with, and also his glasses. Why? Ew. Man's gross. Bro. Why you gross? Actually, it took a bit of work to get the thumbs up for an interview. Reporter leveraged story gets his interview, end quote. The story concerned a certain case 7 years ago. The rat envelope probably had something to do with that. Say what you will, but Mr. Drew's talent was without compare. What does he mean by that? So he threatened to out him as a forager. Is that what he's saying basically? Huh. He's not saying everything though. I don't think so. That's how you got your interview?
Blackmail?
Well, yes. I mean, no. I wasn't exactly black. I
Is something wrong, Mr. Brushel?
look. This is my story, my tidbit. Journalist info is livelihood, end quote.
I see.
While you have me chatting away here, what's going on out there? What if some Wally World or Sally Scooper gets wind of my story? They could be going to the press while I'm going to waste. Why is he liking it?
The court feels your pain, Mr. Brushels. Mr. Justice, let's pick up the pace.
Shut up! Don't tell me what to do! Don't tell me what to do! This man is obviously hiding shit. Oh shit, I did not mean to bring up MS Paint again. He's stinky! Dude, that man is so stinky. Hold on. A certain case 7 years ago. Wait, 7 years ago? Oh, Trucy knows what's up. Oh, Trucy knows what's up. Oh, Trucy knows what's up. Trucy knows what's up. Trucy's knows what's up. This is funny. This is so funny. Trucy's staring at him like, you know what? You know exactly what we're putting down, Polly. A scent of a story. Actually, it took a little bit to get my thumbs up with the interview. Okay, well, the story concerned a certain case 7 years ago. Let me ask about that. Be more specific, sir. A certain case 7 years ago. Tell us, what case?
Let me state one thing, Mr. Attorney. You can quote me on this. I can't talk about that case.
Why not?
It's about journalistic pride that stretches in credibility and connections. Journalists refuse sources over his dead body, end quote. So, what'll be? Gotta strangle me? Dead men don't tell tales, Mr. Attorney.
He sounds pretty determined not to talk.
Huh. Our chances of breaking him aren't going to look good.
So we're using... Oh, shit! I didn't even notice! We're using the bracelet! Y'all, we're using the bracelet! We're using the bracelet! I didn't even notice how it was lit up. But hell yeah. Did I mention that earlier? I don't think I realized that earlier. I didn't even feel my bracelet react. Well, he didn't say anything about it. The red envelope was probably had something to do with it. But will Mr. Drew's... Let me push him on this. Just how amazing was Mr. Mishem's talent?
Huh? Oh, wee boy, I mean, hey, he's a star, man, a star. The flow of his brush is like great, indulging river across the canvas. Artist paints light up studio like sun, end quote.
This guy is full of wacky gestures, but that one just now was wackier than usual. He looks kind of nervous to me, Apollo. Definitely. I'm sensing something different about before here. Maybe it's time to bring out you-know-what. Their testimony left a bad taste in my mouth. It all makes sense. Nothing jumps out as ridiculous. I wonder what this story he's talking about is. It might be good to get an interview with a famous recluse like that. Something powerful enough to drag Mr. Mishem out of hiding. I wonder. Maybe it has something to do with Mr. Mishem's art. Okay, so I think it is that last statement. Maybe. Most likely. Most likely. I don't see why Apollo would have to point that out. So we're gonna go with the 5th segment where he's talking about his talent. Let's take a look-see here. Okay, anything about his face? No. His hand, maybe? No, it doesn't look like it. Okay. His throat? Maybe? Like... Oh! Bro sweats! Wait, bro sweats! Wait, I saw that. Hold on, bro sweat. Bro... Bro, why he get... He got... This game. I love how it instantly disappears. Like, it sweats and then disappears. His pits get wet. But yeah, there we go. His pits get stinky. Sweat much, Mr. Bushel?
Yes, well, a man can't help his glands, you know. Stop brushing your teeth and your it's so gross. It's so gross, chat. Why is he so gross? He's so disgusting. He licks that shit and then he uses it.
Okay, I'm sorry. It's more than that. When Mr. Mishem's talent was mentioned, you suddenly began to sweat buckets. You're hiding something about his talent.
What? That's ridiculous.
Evidence time. Let's show Mr. Mishem's talent truly lays. In that letter. What? The literal letter that says that he's forwarding.
I can't help but wonder what the court is supposed to conclude with this evidence.
Oh.
Other than that, you've made a horrible mistake. Man, bird, Bridget forgets to cross first. Fuck! Was that not it? He mentioned the letter!
It literally says forgery! What am I...
What?
What am I supposed to put then? Let's try that again. All I have to do is what Mr. Mishem was. That shouldn't be so hard, right? I just so happen to have evidence showing the challenge that he mentioned. Oh, mentioned in that letter. So he's not talking about the letter. The hidden painting? Because he copies it? The hidden painting, I think? Or would it be the unfinished painting? Because the thing is, we're just trying to point out he's a forger. Let's do the original painting. Cause that'll point him to the crime of the other. This painting was found in Mr. Mishem's studio. There were two problems with this painting. The first, that it wasn't painted by Mr. Mishem. The second is that there was another painting in the studio, which looked exactly like this one, except it was only half done. Then, we have a letter discussing of a payment of $100,000, which suggests a certain business operation. The business of making forgeries.
Ow!
Oh, dude, his face. I really just wish he'd kind of suffocate himself. That way I don't have to deal with his voice no more. That is all, Your Honor. Why he look like that? Bro, why he look like that?
Everyone, please, everyone. Can we keep this private, please? This is my story, my scoop.
Forgery! That is a serious crime!
Drew Mishem is known as an artist these days, but there were rumors dabbled in other kinds of art until a few years back.
Another art, meaning forgery.
Mr. Drew was a talented, alright? Talented at making precise, detailed fakes. A fact that a certain criminal elements were quick to discover.
Oh, I can't hear because I'm playing, but I hope you're having a good stream. Oh, thank you, Oompa Loompa. I am losing my mind over this witness. This witness is annoying. But I'm enjoying it. I'm so ready to get done with this game and go on to the next game, which is Dual Destinies, which is by far, I think the game's pretty good so far, and also I like the new 3D approach. So hopefully, don't get me wrong, this game is great, but this witness is very insufferable. What? Wait. What? You can't seriously be talking about...
Exactly. I'm talking about the foraging evidence. The rumor started circulating 7 years ago.
7 years ago? So, are we understanding that this letter, this payment of 100,000 was for...
Exactly. Forged evidence, net tidy profit, end quote.
Order! Order! Why, it's like our victim was living a double life!
Aha! This is my chance. So, the victim had ties to the criminal world, right? So he could have had plenty of enemies who knew nothing about. This is my first time hearing about this criminal world. We certainly found no criminal connection when we conducted our investigation. But how do we explain all that money? You have to admit there is a possibility of some illegal activity here. But there's no proof tying this letter to our case. What do you mean? Our case was and remains simple from the beginning. What do you mean? What do you mean? It's not tied to the case. It's literally... Hold on. Does he not... Oh, it doesn't mention. Excuse stamp within 3 days. Okay, never mind. It doesn't mention the forgery. I thought it did. Only the bandits could have poisoned the mug that night. Are you sure it was the mug that was poisoned? Maybe it was from something else. I don't know.
And you, of course.
That was clever.
Hey! The only thing I poisoned is with my pen when I'm writing reviews.
Mr. Brosho, your testimony at this point has been quite unreliable. It doesn't speak well for your reporting acumen.
What are you talking about? My journalism is rock solid. Journalism so solid that you could stand on an elephant on it. End quote.
In any case, let's hear a summarized recap of your testimony. If we can abstain that the situation of the studio from the recap, the trial is over.
Apollo, what's he talking about? This cross-examination shows that Brusso didn't have a reason or means to poison him. As long as there's no other suspects, then the killer had to been Vera. That's what this next testimony is, our last chance.
Mr. Brochel, your testimony, please.
What I need is goddamn water. I didn't bring water with me. An interview, a recap. The only I almost went into an accent. Okay.
The only other person in the studio that night was the defendant. It was Vera who poured out the coffee. She admitted that as much herself. The only thing I touched Drew's lips during the interview was that mug. And nothing left the studio after he died. Nothing. Clearly, the only one who could have poisoned him was his daughter. It sounds so stupid.
A nice testimony. Clear, succinct, and without room for doubt.
Ah, shucks. You really think so?
I believe this clarifies the situation that night. Very well, Mr. Justice, you may begin your final cross-examination.
Right. I still have one trump card to play, do we? Actually, I think we do. Maybe. And I won't let this trial end until I use it. O'Reilly Auto Parts. Okay, the only... Oh, wait, fuck. No, I don't think I need to question that. It was Vera who poured the coffee. She admitted that much herself. We know that. The only thing that touched his lips during the investigation... Okay, let me question him about this. You're sure about that?
Well, to be really, really precise, I was busily gabbling mint candies the whole time.
One of those candies might have been poisoned. Yet, at the time of the autopsy, no fresh fragrance of mint filled the room. And no mint residue was found. And it was a long shot anyways. Don't tell me that you're still trying to prove this. You think that the victim ate or drank, otherwise ingested something other than the coffee?
Well, Mr. Justice, if you have some proof.
The possibility is there, I can feel it, but just maybe not prove it, not yet. And possibility isn't gonna cut it now. Not now. Mr. Mishem ingested that poison via the route of... I don't think we can prove that. I don't think we can prove that. No, we can't prove that. We can't prove that. It can't be proven. I do believe our little forehead is growing up. What do you mean? Don't... Why did he call it a little... Our little forehead is growing up. Fuck off! Don't fucking little forehead me! Where have I heard something like that before? The letter. Now that we've proven our witness is a comedian of sorts, I'd like to turn to our defense attorney before returning to the testimony. Do you have any idea, anything that might have been left the interview that night? Actually, just one thing. Just one thing. Why did my stream die? My stream died? Bro, I am running 2 things. This stream, well, 3 things, and MS Paint. MS Paint is still open. And you're telling me my stream died? We love it here. We love it. I don't know if it was Twitch. It wasn't, no, it was Twitch too. I didn't get anything on my OBS. My OBS be kicking. At least I would have gotten a notification. Oh, I'm like, I don't get it, man. I don't get it. Oh, well, I'll have to tell Kat tomorrow. Yippee. Oh, probably Kat's still hearing this, actually. So Kat probably knows. I think one thing might very well have left the studio that night, actually. A certain something that has vanished from the crime scene.
By which you mean?
Something
other than the witness?
Of course. Don't tell me. Bitter Misham. Believe me, any comic relief I may provide is entirely unintentional.
Then, let's see what you got for us, Mr. Justice.
Well, this thing wasn't at the scene of the crime, so I can't show it to you. But I do have evidence that shows that it could have been taken from the scene. The mailbox. Because of the letter. This is the only link between that studio and the outside world.
A letterbox.
What did Mr. Bruchel just tell us? When he entered the studio that night of the murder, the victim had just finished writing a letter.
Yeah, I said that. And yeah, it was true.
Furthermore, I went on to tell us that he put the letter in... Then he went on to tell us that he put the letter in the yellow envelope and put it inside the mailbox. But that very same letterbox was empty, in other words. That night, the yellow envelope disappeared. Ah, yes, intriguing. So the envelope has disappeared from the scene of the crime. Of course, this changes nothing. Huh? He has a point, Mr. Justice.
What we're trying to figure out here is how the poison got him to Mr. Misham. Is it really important that this envelope that the witness says has disappeared?
Well, if it did disappear, then something did leave the studio that night. It seems very important to me.
Very well. Witness, add that to the testimony.
What the okay. They're so dismissive of my baby boy. Jesus Christ. Wait, extraordinary. Dang. Registration. Dang. Well, now that we know that the frame was in there. Well, not the frame. The envelope. I guess that adds that to the... Hold on, I guess... I still think this fails to connect anything, to change anything head or forehead. I wouldn't be so sure. A letter disappears from the crime scene that night. This is the exact opening I've been looking for. A letter was put in the post, but I hardly think that matters. Clearly, the only thing that was poisoning him was his daughter. Wait. What else disappeared? Tiny frame. Tiny frame. Tiny... Do you think this... Well, can I... looks like you have to take the back parts off. True, the pale blue blanche stain, the poison. Was it the stamp? Because he was at the table. It was at the table that apparently he was writing the desk on. Hold on, let's redo. What do you think? What do you think, Apollo?
Everything he says so not flawed.
Well, that's kind of what we want from a testimony, really. I need to keep my eye on what matters. How and why was Mr. Drew killed? Vera poured this coffee, and that's not going to change, but if the coffee didn't kill him, I need to find a way to prove it. Do you think he licked the stamp? Like, well, hold on, no, people don't usually lick stamps. That's weird. Maybe, I don't know. You lick an envelope. You lick it, you lick it closed. I don't know. Maybe. This was it. This was the one where we can prove it. You're sure about that? One of those candies, yeah, no. Yeah, this was it. Well, Mr. Justice, he's going to cut it not now. I'm for the envelope theory, but the envelope, we can't prove that the envelope had poison on it. Oh, what is he doing? We can't prove that the envelope had poison on it, but we do have proof that whatever was in that frame had poison on it. So the putting the idea that something else had poison on it adds to the idea that he could have been poisoned by some other means. Proof, Hell Forehead. Oh, no, wait. Do you understand what we need, yeah? Proof, Hell Forehead, not possibilities. Of course. And Prosecutor Gavin, I hope you understand. What about the pen? I'm ready to give you that. The pen? How would the pen... But how would you ingest a pen, you know? No one licks... Well, actually... Well, no one normally licks a pen. You know? Do you like do you ingest pen? I don't think it's a normal. There are people with a strange habit that they lick the tip of their pen before writing. I mean, I don't know, man, but like, we can't. I don't think someone who's poisoning. First, how would you poison a pen? How would you poison a pen? Like, that's such a niche. Unless, well, Vera would know. But we're trying not to. I think that would kind of incriminate Vera more. Because who in the world, like, this man has never talked to a single other person outside in the world. Like, outside. And also that would mean that, like, you have to deconstruct a pen, put the poison into the ink, and then put it back together. But also, like, that would also make Vera look horrible, because who else would know that her dad had a habit of licking his pen whenever he wrote? It would just be her, because that's her dad. But this is the only other thing in that crime scene with poison on it. So we're gonna hunch. Oh, wait. What did you say? I have proof of the disappearing envelope.
I saw him writing the letter, I did.
Which was picked up by the mailman, I assume.
Of course, which means the envelope has a stamp on it. A stamp. Ah. As well as we know, stamps come with dried glue on the back. In order to use the glue, you have to wet it. Oh. Oh, 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 oh. Oh. Oh.
You did. Who licks their stamps? Aren't they just like stickers? He licked the stamp?
Oh, he looks so bad. Look at him in his his whack ass feet. Feh. No one's worth talking to actually lick stamps in this day and age. Even if you wanted to even if you wanted to talk to him, you couldn't. He's dead, after all. Okay, so he licked the stamp. But wait. How does this explain the quinine rim on the rim of the mug? He licked the back of the poison stamp. The poison would have gone his tongue, yes? And that would so happen put the coffee mug in his mouth, Those traces on the mug weren't the killer's doing, but the other way around. What? The coffee mug didn't poison Mr. Misham. Mr. Misham poisoned the coffee mug himself.
Order! But that doesn't... Does it?
Recall if you would. Atropine is a slow-acting poison, yes? The poison enters his body and was put when he put on the stamp on the envelope. But his time wasn't up until the very moment he touched his lips of the cup of joe. I love how he calls it a cup of joe. It's cute. Stupid little man. Oh, he's writing down. He's like, oh, yep, got it right here. You have something to add, Mr. Burchell? Uh-oh, his nose is picking up another scent.
As I believe I mentioned earlier.
Stop with the flashbacks! Just tell us what he mentioned!
Ah yes, a stamp. A so-called postage stamp, end quote.
But you know, I didn't seem to remember him ever finding one. Maybe he just ran out. Incidentally, we searched the desk drawer and scene of the crime. There was no stamps, not a single one. Oh shit. That does pose a problem. How will you prove that the stamp was coated with poison? Actually, I'm glad no other stamps were found. It makes providing the stamp used was poison possible. Good show, good show. You can't even prove that there was a stamp at the scene at the first place.
Well, let's hear the defense gotta say. What's your evidence that proves that there's a possible stamp?
And that would be the tiny frame. The tiny frame. The tiny frame. What else would it have?
Well, that certainly is a cute little frame by Little. I mean, little, really little.
It was on the victim's desk, Your Honor. Quite empty, as you can see for yourself. I noticed that too during my inspection, so what? Apparently, you weren't as observant as you should have been. You see, when he saw this frame, it was missing something quite important.
Missing something?
Yes, a pale bluish stain on the inside of the frame. Anthraquinone residue.
What? Why wasn't I told about this?
The frame is only 2 inches in 2 inches squares. The face of a small frame is even smaller. Maybe an inch at wide most.
You aren't saying.
Oh, but I am. Tell me, what fits in such a small frame? A commemorative stamp, perhaps. Oh shit.
Order! Order! Order!
The poison stamp. Oh fuck.
Oh god. The poison stamp was in this frame? Impossible! Prosecutor Gavin,
Why would he put something like that on his desk? Don't tell me that he had it there so he could commit suicide if the mood struck.
You know, I can say something if I had a thought, see?
what, Mr. Russell? And please stop jittering around like that.
The victim was a forger, right? There's a lot of money in that line of work. Forgers, forgies. Friends make enemies too, end quote.
So, the poison stamp might have been the murder weapon aimed at him. Oh. Hello. Hi. Oh, rich. That's rich. Leave the ridiculous flight of fancy to the Gavinier song lyrics, thank you. Finally, something we can agree on. They're so stupid, they hate each other. I love them. The stamp was a murder weapon? Nonsense. The stamp is a simple business. Who would have gone to such lengths? No one. Oh, I disagree. Come again? Recall, if you would, to the victim's reclusive lifestyle. Drew Mishem hid from the world. He avoided meetings. His only contact with the outside world was by mail. The mail. Now, if you wanted to kill someone you couldn't meet, but you knew they read letters, a stamp would be the perfect weapon.
Ridiculous! Where's your proof? I want proof!
Show us the evidence that this poison stamp was sent to him as a murder weapon. Oh, actually, we have evidence, per se. But things are finally starting to come together. What is it, Apollo? Your fists are trembling. Oh, he's trembling like a little baby. Gotta get to work, but I wish you the best. Lots of fun and can't wait for tomorrow. Literally cannot wait to see you, Argus. Have a good day at work, okay, buddy? Thank you for joining. Okay. I think I know what happened. I don't believe it, but I can see it. I think I know how Mr. Mishem was killed. Well,
fill us in, Mr. Justice.
A certain piece of evidence points to the truth, Your Honor. I can show you how someone was intent to kill. It would be the letter, right? Because it literally says, sign the paper and send in the enclosed envelope with the enclosed stamp within 3 days. I need to not to remind you to speak to no one about this. So, this, yeah?
Is this the envelope? The one from 7 years ago?
Think about this text of letter again. There were 2 pages in this envelope. This is page 1. And this is page 2. I want to draw your attention to one phrase in particular. Send in the enclosed envelope with an enclosed stamp within 3 days. The enclosed stamp, Your Honor?
In other words, if I have this straight, the stamp poison on the stamp, lick, lick, gasp, end quote.
Now, If he had done exactly what the letter had asked, he would have signed the document and put it in the envelope and put the stamp on it, right? Then he would put it in his letterbox. 15 minutes wouldn't have elapsed between affixing the stamp and mailing the letter. But the clock started ticking when the time came where he drew his last breath, and the murder weapon would be taken away from the scene.
Quite conveniently, thanks to the postal system.
Oh my. Gavin's so done with us. Gavin is so done. Such a splendid imagination you have, Herr Forehead. Let us confirm one thing with you, if I might. So, this poisoned stamp was inside this envelope from 7 years ago, sure? Is this what you have us to believe? Really? Well, it is a little bit of a stretch, but... there's a possibility. Yes, a very small possibility. How I wonder. A poison stamp in this envelope. A stamp that has become the murder weapon? How do you intend to prove such a coincidence? Well, it was 7 years ago. We don't even know who sent this letter. And to answer your question is silence. I see. Very well. I move to... Bitch, what? Who? Huh? Who are you? It's not nice to pick on the Fraudling Clavier. Who? Why did he appear? I just peeked my mic. Baha! What the fuck? What is he doing here? Why did he show up? Emma. Well, like my Christoph Gavin impression. Like my Christoph Gavin impression? Did I sound like him? Don't quit your day job. Don't you have a crime scene to be looking after, Fraulein Detective? Someone had to come dig you out of this mess that you're making of this case. Mess? You know, none of this would have happened if you trusted in science a little more. You can find out the stamp was in that envelope easily. Care to explain yourself, Fraulein Detective? Glare at me all you want, but science is on my side. It's on the residue, right?
That's right! The poison detection spray! Produce the red envelope at once! You can open it and they have... at the authority of the court.
Spray. We found it.
Well, would you look at that?
No mistaking it. That's atroquinine residue.
I don't believe it. A murder weapon from the past. Now, 7 years later, it bears the fangs at last. Absolutely outrageous. Tell me why. Why didn't this murder take place 7 years ago?
Well, there's one possibility. Mr. Michem figured it out. Figured what out? He realized that the person who sent the letter wanted him dead. So he sent his reply with a different stamp. And put his decisive evidence in a frame. That doesn't make sense.
You're still here!
Can I make a statement here on the record? I, Spark Razor Toothbrush, claim this scoop as mine. I, Drew Misham, killed in cold blood by sender of 7 years old letter, end quote. No, maybe something more succinct like Starfold after 7-year delay, end quote.
Get to the fucking point.
I see no room for further argument here. Though I admit this is coming as quite a shock. I think this murder weapon reached his mouth after 7 years. Step is a ticket straight to the afterlife, end quote.
Oh. I think the witness is a bad influence on our judge.
I see no need for further debate on this matter. The sender of the letter 7 years ago could hardly be our defendant.
Apollo! I think we just won. Wait. Could hardly have been our defendant. Oh. Is this the bright future of our legal system? Prosecutor Gavin? A ticket to the afterlife for 7 years ago? Tickets of the Governor Shoals are invalid after 2 weeks. But it doesn't make sense any other way. It boggles my mind that so many people have not noticed this.
But there's a fatal contradiction in Herr Forehead's claim.
What contradiction? A contradiction? A poison stamp was placed in this envelope 7 years ago. Whereabouts it was put as a frame until now. If that's the case, then why did Drew have done what he did? I'm gonna explain that. He must have realized it. But then why would he like it? There lies the rub. 7 years ago, the forager Drew Misham sensed the trap and put the stamp in a frame. I don't debate this, but this begs the question. Why 7 years later did he use that stamp on the night of the murder? Surely, you don't mean to suggest that Mr. Misham simply forgot. He put the murder weapon in a frame on his desk for 7 years and forgot. You expect us to believe that he sprung the trap on itself? Oh, Apollo. Oh, my boy. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Well, I admit this is quite shocking myself. It does seem highly unlikely that he would fall full of such a trap that had been sitting on his desk for 7 years.
Apollo! I don't think we're winning anymore. You spoke too soon, my love. You spoke too soon, my dear beloved. I'm so sorry. I'm glad we're all back in the real world now. Welcome back to reality, where we've been waiting for you. Don't do that to me. Okay, then how do you explain the poison stamp in the envelope? The poison stamp. Where exactly is the poison stamp again? Have you brought it to the court for us? I see no proof that there's such a thing that ever existed. We have the residue! It was in the letter! What about the atroquinine residue, huh? Oh, I agree. That does seem to be atroquinine residue. But, Herr Forehead, it's certainly no stamp. Yeah, but even if your poison stamp did exist, Drew Misham would have never used it. That is all. Ugh. Oh my god. They're tussling.
I believe we come to a conclusion again.
Apollo! Were we wrong the whole time? I can't believe this. The poison traces match up. It can't be a coincidence.
I'd like to bring some closure to the issue sometime this year. Mr. Justice.
Yes, Your Honor. Let's review the facts and see where we stand. 7 years ago, Mr. Drew Misham received a letter in a red envelope.
There were traces of poison atroquinine on the document inside this envelope.
His voice changed again.
A similar trace was also found on the scene of the crime, on this tiny picture frame. The defense has indicated the possibility of a yellow envelope, the envelope that has left the scene of the crime with the poison stamp on it. Yes, but even if this envelope contained a poison stamp, and Mr. Drusum, knowing this, put it on the frame, he never would have used that stamp. I'm afraid that you're right, which means that there's a fatal flaw in the defense's case. I haven't been wrong on this track this whole time. I'm sure of it. The traces of Anquinine, the envelope, the frame, and Drew Masham's mysterious death. They're all connected somehow. Well, Mr. Justice, do you have a conclusion for us? The defense stands by its case, Your Honor. We've seen the logical outcome of this evidence makes no sense, which means that one of our clues must be fake. Fake. Fascinating. And if we find this fake of your wild fantasies will prove quite reasonable, yeah? The fake clue that has thrown us off the poison trail is none other than Drew Masham? I think it's Drew Masham. I mean, everything else makes sense. The red envelope has the poison residue. The frame. It's bold of us that we're assuming that it was... I don't know. Maybe it wasn't Drew that put it in the envelope, in the frame. She said she had a look... I don't know. I don't know, man. Maybe it's Drew. The victim was fake evidence? I'm afraid I don't understand. I'll explain. We have an envelope, we have a frame, and a mug linked to buy the poison. That all makes sense. What doesn't make sense is the victim himself. Objection! Congratulations, you have completely lost me. So, the fake evidence is none other than the master of the fake himself. The forger? It makes a good story, I'll give you that. Polly thinking. Polly's a thinking. The fake clue, fakes, forgeries. Ah! I know that face! That's the face I just had an idea face! I don't know if I'm right, but I'm going with it anyways. What if our forger is the fake? Come again? 7 years ago, our forger sniffed a trap and stepped aside. 7 years passed. Now the forger stumbles upon the same trap and dies. Why? That's what I want to know. Because the forger who was killed was the fake. What? Huh? What? Polly, look, okay, look, look, Apollo, I am all for supporting this line of thought right now, but what are you talking about? I'm lost. I'm lost. One forger smelled the trap, one fell for the trap. That there's two forgers, one of them was a fake. What? What? Order! 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 What the fuck, Apollo, are you on? So you're telling us that Drew Masham, the victim, was a fake. Well, if he was a fake, then who's the real forger? You better not be claiming that it was some kind of switcheroo. I'm afraid you're going to have to back up your story. Mr. Justice, show us who the real Drew Masham was. Drew Masham wasn't the real forger. There's only one other person it could have been. Understood, Your Honor. Forger Drew Masham was himself a forgery. The real forger was Vera? It had to have been Vera. There can only be one explanation, really. The real identity of the forger, known as Drew Masham, is none other than his only daughter, Vera Masham. Order, order, order! Mr. Justice, this is going out of limb even for you!
I kind of agree. I mean, Vera's a forger? Let's consider it before you write it off entirely. If you take a look at the paintings in the studio, there's one fact that becomes quite clear. Forgery has been taking place in the studio for quite some time. The forgery wasn't caught in the trap of 7 years ago. This only means that... Wait. This only means that... Wait. That one was caught in the trap wasn't the forger. Well... Hold on, what? This could only mean that the one who was caught in the trap wasn't the forger. I'm not tracking, man. Apollo, you're losing me, man. One more thing. Only 2 sets of fingerprints were found in the forging studio. Drew Micham's and Vera Micham's. If we knew that Drew Micham wasn't the forger, that leaves only one possibility by process of elimination. The forger was Vera Micham. Well... I'm so lost. I'm so lost. I am genuinely so lost here. Fascinating. I'm so effing lost. How the hell? Vera Misham, you've been paying attention to this trial so far? Let's just ask her and be done with it, shall we? Who are you? Who is the forger Drew Misham? Oh, she's not talking? Oh, she's not gonna talk, is she? No, she isn't. What's that? An expression of emotion. Wait. An expression of emotion I saw on her face. She's staring holes into Prosecutor Gavin's face. I'm used to be stared at by Frauleins, believe me. Though they usually talk to me too. Tell us, were you the one who forged those works of art? Yes. Oh?
So the forger, Drew Michem, was you?
Yes, it was me. What?
What?
Oh boy, we're off to a great start here. Okay, so Vera is the forger. The court was in an uproar and it wasn't coming down. We had to take a break for 10-minute recess. Holy shit, what the fuck? Okay, so, yay, okay, I guess that's something. That's great. That's absolutely amazing. This is great. This is absolutely splendid. Okay, so Vera's a forger. Mr. Drew was using his daughter for money. But I don't get it. I still don't get it. So she's gonna go to jail for another reason because she has forgeries, but you know, I digress. Okay, so where exactly does this leave us, Apollo? Well, the Drew Michem who was killed wasn't the Drew Michem, the forger, basically. Huh? Well, then who was he? Well, he was actually doing her nails? So, you really made those forgeries? Oh, she's drawing again. Yes, for father. I know. It was wrong. Could you tell us how it happened? My father was a painter. I loved painting ever since I was a child. One day, father saw it in me. He saw that I had the talent. The talent for making forgeries? How should I say it? It was not only paintings I made. Given the materials, I could make anything. Anything. Father was so proud And I was so happy. But in the end, I was making those forgeries. I've never had a good constitution or personality. I know very little of the world outside my door. Now, because of me, Father is... Do you know about this red envelope? I remember that envelope. It was some time ago. So, you were already you were already creating your works back then? I started when I was only 12 years old. How old is Vera? Do we have her age? She's 19. She's only she's only 19. Damn, so so about 7 years. 8, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Yeah, 7 years. For 7 years. The first year that she was making forgeries. So, the one who figured out the stamp was poisoned, that was... Mr. Justice, it's time. The courtroom, please.
Right. Out of time. Wait, Vera, just one more thing, please. Those 3 paintings in the studio.
I painted those. As part of my work.
Right.
See, we checked them out and we saw what was underneath. We saw rough sketches between the 3 finished paintings. I see. Mr. Justice. Yes? Father, he knew of you. Of both of you. Your late father? He was watching, gathering information. All about the Wright & Co. law offices. But lately, we're not doing just law. Yes, you do tricks, gags, and amuse and play piano.
Well, they're not really gags.
Yet, when Father heard that he had resumed legal business, how pleased he was.
Who was Mr. Misham?
How am I supposed to know that?
What if he's...
Why would you assume that?
What if he was Daddy's daddy?
Judging from their relative age involved, I'd say that's highly unlikely. Things are already confusing enough with these with all those daddies running around. Hold on. No, sorry, chat, sorry, you're getting hidden for a moment. I need this quote. I'm quoting that later. I'm quoting that later. That's such a oh my god, things are already confusing enough with all these daddies running around. I'm quoting that as that's becoming my Discord quote. I hope, look, if anyone's in the Discord server, you can expect that to be my Discord status for like at least a month. We all know that the victim's daughter, Vera, was a forger. What does this mean for the case? I guess we're about to find out. October 8th, 1:36 p.m., District Court Room number 3.
Court is now back in session.
Vera seems pretty tense. She's practically chewing her fingernails off. Perhaps you could begin telling us perhaps you can begin by telling us how it all worked. How did you set up the How did you set up this Drew Misham's forger persona? Oh, there's the stare again. She's drilling more holes into his head. I know it's hard for you, but hey, he's a handsome guy. Okay, look, he's pretty. I will admit.
What's hard?
Very.
Very well, miss, if you would. Did you really make those detestable forgeries?
Oh, she looks. Perhaps you'd rather answer my question? Were you the one who painted those paintings, those remarkably similar ones? Yes. I painted it. Yes. Father praised me quite highly for it.
So, she was the one who made the forgeries.
Yet she did not wish to reveal the truth of their operation. So the victim was a stand-in, a decoy. To the world at large, he was a forger, not her. I've done a bad thing, haven't I? Regardless, we need a little more information. About, for the instance, this. You have seen this before, Jean? Yes. It was in the desk drawer.
Very well, you may proceed with your testimony. Tell us everything you know about this envelope.
The red envelope. I created things and Father sold them. This envelope came after my first work. That was other than paintings. Father handled the deal, all of it. I received the stamp that was in the envelope. It was after the job that... Wait. It was after that job we moved to the current studio.
There certainly was much of great interest in your testimony.
Not that the witness realized it.
Very well. Please begin a cross-examination.
Right, okay. Okay, alrighty. Okay, so we are back on the trial. Yippee. I need more information about this forger. Nice. Okay. This is Rumisham. Okay. Okay. We're gonna learn about Vera's life. I created things and Father sold them. Okay, let's see here. So these things you were making are, you mean paintings, identical to other paintings, right? The closer they were, the happier Father was. I was happy too.
Still, you're quite young. When did you begin this work?
My first painting sold when I was 12. Your Honor, she had no idea what she was doing was illegal. Easy there, little attorney. You're not here to defend her for the crime of forgery. True. Please tell us more about this envelope. This envelope may be very well killed your father. Alright. This envelope came after the work after my first other than painting. Other than a painting, you mean? You'd only done paintings up to this point? Ooh. Okay. Yes. But Father had a realization. He noticed my talents extended to making things other than paintings. For instance? For instance, a letter someone had written. Or a fingerprint left upon a cup. Or a signature on a document. A seal upon a letter. None of those make her sound very innocent at all. And that 100,000 promised in that letter was a start. The beginning of a new industry from Drew Misham. A new industry. The creation of items to be used in criminal proceedings. Forging evidence, in other words. Uh-oh. Father handled the deal. All of it. Okay. So, you didn't know how things... Wait. You didn't know how the things you were making were being used? I enjoyed painting very much. I think I understand. The Fraulein has lived in an unusual little world. Can you tell us what happened to the papers that were in the envelope? Father signed them and sent them back, I believe. Did he follow the instructions? Send the letter in the enclosed envelope and with the enclosed stamp.
This is rather important matter. Give us some thoughts.
I received the stamp in the letter that was in the envelope. Okay. What do you mean you received it? Did I do something wrong? Oh? You didn't use that stamp because it was dangerous, correct? Deadly poison on the back. Enter quinine?
Objection!
Oh? A moment, Herr Forehead. You can't force an answer upon the witness. Now then, perhaps, you would tell us, Fräulein Vera. Why did you receive this stamp? Oh, is something wrong? It was beautiful.
You mean it was one of those commemorative stamps?
Yes, I think it was. So, you didn't know about the poison? Oh. No. Okay. I guess not. So, the trap failed by chance. By mistake. Thanks to this commemorative stamp. Quite the close call. It was after that job that we moved to our current place. You mean you moved to where the current Drew Studios is? Yes, we saw very few people there. I began drawing picture books. This single job had tied them to the criminal underworld. I think Mr. Mashem wished to reduce their visibility from the world at large. When we had to meet someone for some reason, Father posed as the creator of the works. So that the essence of the artist Drew Mashem, you did the work and he supplied the face.
So, you really didn't think of anything, did you? You had no idea how much danger you were in.
Apparently not. About this commemorative stamp, could you tell us more about it? It was a very pretty, and more than that. Yes. It was a picture of people I liked at the time. This is something new. Apparently, we've got some cross-examination ahead of us. If you would be so kind to continue your testimony, Fräulein. Oh, okay. The stamp was a picture of my favorite magicians, so I kept it. Oh, wait. Magicians? Magicians? I loved mysterious things. I always have. Even though she fainted when she saw Mr. Hat? You're confusing mysterious with freaky. Father took me when I was very young. It was great. It was a great magic show. I loved it so much. See? See? Isn't magic great? Fine. Great. Yeah, sure. No need to get all excited. But the magic trope we saw disbanded soon after. It was quite sad. Did she just say what I think she said? The magic trope? Now, where have I heard that before? The red envelope came in after she completed her first job. That makes a letter from her client, whoever wanted the forgery made. Apollo! We're close. We just have to piece together the parts. The deadly weapon in the red envelope, and the path it took Jerome Misham's life. Okay, wait, hold on. So, fuck. Go. Please stop drawing. I don't care. Okay, hold on. She said it was her favorite magicians. So what other magicians have we lost? Other than the Grammys. It ties. Oh shit. I was just informed that I totally forgot that I have to go to work early tomorrow, but I really want to continue this case, so we're gonna go a little longer. Actually, 12:30. Yeah, we'll go to our normal 12:30, and then I kind of have to go to bed. I have to go to sleep because I work at early in the morning tomorrow. But since we're doing an extended stream for Helldivers, maybe I'll go. Maybe I will go back to attorney for like maybe the second part of the stream. Who knows? We'll see. Those magicians you liked, was it this bunch? Or is she gonna draw them? Oh, that's a yes. Apollo! They're not a bunch.
I see. Still, I have to wonder, why include a commemorative stamp like that in a business letter?
Good question. Well, pretty stamps are always better. But you can't beat the trope of Gramier.
But the whole murder plan was a failure because of it. Ironic, don't you think, Prosecutor Gavin?
Oh. Why? Bro, why you sweating? Bro, why you sweating? What? Why you sweating? What's so tense, Javier?
Prosecutor Gavin? Gramier.
What's wrong with Gavin? Might I just ask one question of this witness? In your testimony just now, you stated this was your first work other than a painting. Please, tell me. What exactly did you make? Can I ask why? No! Answer the question now!
Prosecutor Gavin! You're usually not the one whose volumes concern me.
Yes, it is unbecoming of me, I apologize. But I must know, please, Miss Masham, tell me. It was a book. A single page in a book. A book? Perhaps be more specific. It was a handwritten book. Like a diary. Oh shit. No! I don't know! Oh. 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 What's wrong with Prosecutor Gavin? He looks like he just saw a ghost! Miss Masham, this book. Was there a picture of a silk hat on the back cover, yes or no? How did you know? Prosecutor Gavin, the defendant is answering all your questions. Questions. Stop badgering her. He's told you nothing, has he? You soiled, sullied mentor. Nothing? Oh, sullied? Who? Phoenix Wright? Who else? Daddy? He never told you about the trial 7 years ago? How about he come to lose about how he come to lose his attorney's badge? It was a certain piece of evidence that decided his fate, you know. A certain diary. On the back, it bore the mark of a silk hat.
What?
Phoenix Wright tossed out the profession because of false evidence? And the forger who made that evidence is the girl standing right in front of me? Vera, you must tell me. The evidence that you used in the trial 7 years ago. Who asked Drew Mishem, you, to forge that evidence? For all of our sakes, who was it? She doesn't know. I doubt she knows. We only met once. You met the client? Well, who was it? It was... Huh? What's going on, Vera? She's staring at Prosecutor Gavin's face again. Was this something about me? I remember clearly. I remember who gave me the book, the diary. Who was it? Vera! The devil. Huh? Huh? Defendant Vera Mishem examining acute endocrine poisoning. What? This ends the recording of the trial for the murder of Vera Mishem was during this trial poisoned by an unknown assailant. The dosage was just under the lethal amount, sparing the defendant's life. She is currently in intensive care, and is not to be disturbed for any reason. A very simple case at first glance, until it finally began to show its true colors. A long road of truth takes us to the record of another trial. It's Phoenix! In some ways, there is a starting point to it all. Oh, hello. Hello, young Gavin. Hello. And there is where we must go. To find the whole truth. So does that mean we're going back? Oh, what the fuck? Pardon me, what? I'm sorry. No, hold on. We need to continue this. I need to know what's going on here. Showdown time. I lost. It's only a game of poker. A game I've played for a long time, and only lost twice. Who was the first? The man I killed, of course. Well, it seems I found my partner I've been looking for all along. Over a game of cards? Why, yes, over a game of cards. Oh my god. This is how we first met. 7 years ago. Seven years earlier, Phoenix Wright's final trial. Bro, we get to play as Phoenix! We get to play as Phoenix in the trial! Oh my god! Oh my god, we get to play as Phoenix! Oh my god, we get to... Whew, okay, it's been a long time since I felt like such a rookie. Gonna try to relax. Okay, hello, sir. You don't look that bad, actually. Ah. Good morning, Mr. Enigma. I'm sorry to have sprung this on you so sudden. I received the files from your previous attorney only yesterday. Honestly, I'm not entirely sure if I'm prepared. I understand I'm asking the impossible of you. Yes, well, you haven't really told me what happened yet. All we did was play cards. And that was enough. Actually, it wasn't. Trust me. Hello, little lady.
Oh, morning, Daddy.
Oh, I am so glad you came.
You okay, Daddy? They picking you on you?
I'm fine, as always. This old boy is here to help me, after all. That's young man to you. Good morning. That's a cute outfit you have on.
Thanks. My first show's today, after all.
Oh, I'm sure it is. What the heck is she talking about? Oh,
Oh, old boy.
huh? Me? Look what he started.
Here.
Oh, let's see.
I don't know. I just got it over there in the hall. They told me to give it to the old boy in the blue suit with the spiky hair. They said it was really important.
What's this? A memo for you of some sort? Not sure. Not from the looks of it. What is it? It looks like a page from someone's diary. I'll give it a read later. What? Wait, what is our evidence? Okay, crime scene photo. Oh, he was shot in the head? Oh, what the fuck? A cause of death, a single gunshot to the head, estimated time of death was 11:30. We have no evidence! This is all the evidence we have! Well, how do you feel about the trial today? We'll get through it somehow. Incidentally, the prosecutor today is a new guy, I hear. Am I getting yelled at again? An easy win, then? Yes. They're calling him a true thoroughbred in the history of the prosecutor's office. Of course. There's one of those every year. The switching of attorneys just before the trial. I know it's a difficult situation I put you in, but allow me to say one more thing, Mr. Wright. Yes. They will not be able to pronounce me guilty today. So do your best, but do not worry. The first time a defendant ever given me a pep talk speech. I'll do what I can. I see you do not I see you do not understand. You see, it will be impossible for them to declare a verdict. Impossible? Yes. Isn't that right, Trucy?
Yep, you bet, Daddy.
My first look at this case was only yesterday, and the information I was given was a tad bit lacking, to be honest. Still, I'll do what I can for their sakes. I believe this curtain will be lifting any time now. I'm in your capable hands, Mr. Wright. My client is Shady Enigma, known to the world as Zach Gramier. A wildly popular magician in the star trope Gramier. His mentor, Magnifique Gramier, was a rare breed of magician. He single-handedly ushered in a golden age of stage magic until he was shot dead, and Zach Gramier is the suspect. April 19th, 10 a.m., District Court Number 7.
Oh, Phoenix. My love.
Court is now in session for the trial of Shady Enigma.
Oh my god! Dude, even the line art's, like, weird. Oh my god. Ah, okay. Court is ready, Your Honor. Oh, he looks so weird. Is the prosecution ready? I was just thinking. Is this what all the fuss is about? A bit buzzkill, really. Buzzkill is something... Is this some kind of new kind of crime? One of the worst. This trial. This is a trial, huh? Where's the sweaty palms, the bounding hearts? A Gavanier's concert got 10 times more thrill than this kid got.
Who are you again?
Clavier. Clavier Gavin. I came to get this party started, legally. Yeah.
Gavin. Defense attorney Christoph Gavin's...
Figured my bro's name is more famous in this part of town. Clavier Gavin. Lead singer in the mega hit band The Gaviniers. You're out of your league, rock boy. I know what you're thinking. You're out of your league, rock boy. Huh? Is he Joseph Joestar or something? How do you just guess what I was saying like that? What? Oh, I mean, okay, I guess.
Next you'll say...
Oh... I forgot how he says it. I don't know. Probably somewhere. I totally forgot. I need to rewatch JoJo's now that I'm thinking about it. Man, it's been a while since I've rewatched it. True. My debut single, 13 Years of Hard Time for Love, went platinum overnight. But that's just a hobby to compared to this, John. Talkative, aren't you? I like your effective Euro-rock accent, by the way. I'm just getting warmed up. Gotta turn your act. Perhaps
you would be so kind to fill us in on the case.
Ashton, baby. Time to call out for the opening act. What was his name again? Yes, Detective Gumshoe. Hit it. Oh my god, Gumshoe? Oh my god, he looks so weird. And you are? Hey, you were the one who called me up here, sir. Name's Dick Gumshoe. I am the homicide detective down at the precinct. Oh my god, the voice. Detective Gumshoe. Long time no see. Hey, you! Huh? Me? Today's the day, pal. Today I win and you lose. I got confidence in my testimony today, see? What? You normally lack confidence in your testimonies? Herr Detective, this is my stage. Can you act it? Huh? All this hey-youing and such? I could care less about your history together. Arrgh.
Very well, Detective Gumshoe, if you would. Please tell us about the case at hand.
It happened 6 days back in the hotel room in the General Hospital. The facts are simple. The facts are simple as they come. Here's the crime scene. The victim was a patient still asleep at the hospital bed. The killer comes in, puts a pistol to his forehead, and bam, lights out. That's the facts. There's not a lot of blood for it being, a shot in the head. Especially from what looks to be a flint. Is that a flintlock? That's a flintlock pistol? And you're telling me that only... I don't know, man. I don't know if I trust that, but okay. Not so long, the victim, Agnes Gravier, was a famous man.
He had an entire country under his magical spell, as it were.
Ah, yes, the great magician. He retired years ago, though. Say the name Magnifique to one of my generation, and you'd be lucky to get a blank stare.
Yes, though I'm sure youngsters today know his disciples even better. I dare say Troupe Gramier has made quite a name for themselves. Anyhow, the retired Magnifique Gramier has been in the hospital for the last year. Was it a mall ignorant tutor or something? Doing something in his liver, I think. Yeah. A malignant tumor, perhaps?
In other words, he had liver cancer. He had only 3 months left to live, in fact. Oh, okay.
The facts do seem simple enough, but something's not right.
The victim was already climbing 3-month stairway to heaven. Why not wait for him to knock on heaven's door? Why shoot him? I would have put it quite lyrically, but that's true. Why make such an effort to commit murder on a victim who was about to die? Incidentally, the victim had a serious case of diabetes. In fact, he was about to shoot up shoot up with the insulin. Oh, what? My goodness. When he was shot with the pistol, the syringe was found at the crime scene, but it's not uncapped. Chronic diabetes and cancer. As much as it pains me to say, the victim was clearly at the end of his life. Huh. Euphemia insulin was no signs of use.
I believe the question for us is clear then. Why did the killer have to shoot the dying man, and what reason could he had had?
Very well, Detective. Perhaps you can enlighten us about the circumstances of the shooting.
Yes, sir.
The circumstances. Actually, the victim was the victim kind of ordered the defendant to do it in him. A few days before, the victim sent a letter to his own murderer. The defendant did what? The defendant did what he was asked of him. Huh? The defendant did what? Hold on. The defendant did what was asked of him and shot the old man in the forehead. The bullet was fired from the pistol. The pistol found the scene, no doubt about it. The pistol definitely belongs to the old man, sure, sir. Okay. What?
What? You're saying that the victim ordered his own shooting?
Oh. Those are the facts. I have the letter in question. To my beloved student track to you I entrust... What? What? Huh? Okay, wait, hold on. Let me read this. To you I entrust the task of loading my current light. Come on the 13th, 11:05 p.m. I will be ready with a gun which you will shoot one shot square in the forehead. You cannot refuse. We both know the reason why. What? What? That doesn't sound right. Very unusual indeed, although this could be... Could such a letter really be cause one to pull trigger? I wonder. I believe the answer... The question be found at the end of the letter. You cannot refuse, and we both know the reason why.
Detective Gunshoe, can you explain this to the court? Unfortunately, even the defendant won't even say a peep about that, sir.
One thing bothers me about this. Why didn't he just say 11? Why have him come at 11:05, and why specifically that reason? The devil's in the details, Herr Attorney. Well, was there a reason? It turns out that the exact night for... Wait. It turns out that there was every night at a half an hour, starting at 11, the victim, Maxine Gramia, was given an IV. An IV? In this picture... There it is in the picture on the side of the bed. At 11, the doctor would come in and set up the IV. 30 minutes later, he'll come back for the empty bag. This happens every night without fail. So this would have been the only time for they can meet without a chance of the untimely interruption during his IV. Very well, shall we begin? Mr. Wright, your examination if you would. Why, what's his reason I can refuse? I wonder, could he have at least mentioned it to me? Oh shit, okay. What is supposed to be the contradiction here? Oh boy, oh boy. Oh, we're back to the old music too. Okay, this is actually really cool. Holy shit, actually. Dude, that's actually amazing. That's so cool. Ah! This is actually amazing. Holy shit. Okay, actually, we're going to find where the defendant asked if him and shot the old man. Well, what? Hold on. Do they have a reason why he would ask? Like, there has to be a reason why he asked, right? Hey, you gotta learn to stop relying on people to do your thinking for you, pal. Learn to think for yourself. Get that noggin cranking. You failed to grasp the concept of questioning, detective. First, we got this letter. It says shoot in the forehead. Loud and clear. I can see that, but still, I still wouldn't do it. Well, maybe you need to grow yourself a backbone, pal. Why would you tell someone to grow a backbone? You fail to grasp the concept that shooting people is You fail to grasp the concept of shooting people is bad, detective. Oh my god. Okay, no, I'm sorry. This is also getting a picture taken of. I'm sorry, this needs to be saved for my... Ooh, I'm gonna have to pick between two wonderful Discord statuses. We also found the defendant's pistol at the scene. Traces of gunpowder residue has also been fired recently.
Well, Mr. Wright, as far as I can tell from looking at this photo, there seems to be no issue with the prosecution's claims.
The photo. Maybe there's something in the photo I can use. So they're saying they shot the victim in the forehead. I think the whole prosecution... Clear me, Mr. Enigma. Maybe he shot some... Well, he had the clown. He had the clown. We had the clown. He had to shoot something else. He didn't shoot the person. He shot the clown. Yes. What does this letter tell us? The defendant had no reason he can refuse his teacher's wishes. Bingo, pal. And that's why the defendant popped him on the forehead. Oh, the defense disagrees. You see, the defendant had another choice he could make. Oh. And... Oh. What? And you can prove this with this photo? I can prove that he had a choice, yes.
The defendant might have been fired like he was ordered, but he didn't shoot the victim's forehead. Well, let's hear what you're thinking, Mr. Wright.
He shot the clown. He shot the little honk. Little man.
Take that!
Shot the little man.
The clown doll.
Take a closer look, see? It's been shot in the forehead too.
There's a hole in its forehead.
Yes, and a hole in the prosecution's claim. I suppose you have a reason that he shot the clown doll? He didn't just shoot the clown doll. He shot the clown doll's forehead. His forehead. Let's read the orders once more, shall we? You'll shoot one shot square in the forehead. Which is exactly what he did. He shot the clown doll straight in the forehead. The defense has raised an intriguing possibility.
The hole in the clown's forehead definitely looks like it was shot.
And it looks more of a shot than the... It looks more like a shot than this fucking thing does. Like, what the fuck is that? There's no bullet hole that is that clean.
Bailiff, send someone to investigate this matter.
Objection! I admit, I'm impressed, but I expected nothing less. Still, this doesn't mean he didn't shoot the victim. Oh, whew, whew. Phoenix objection! I was not expecting this. Perhaps he did have to shoot the... Wait. Perhaps he did have to shoot the forehead as ordered, but the lawyer says nothing about whose forehead. This was the only way he could follow his orders without taking a life. The bullet hole at the clown doll's forehead does demand that explanation.
It might very well be a clue, yet Prosecutor Gavin is right. It alone does not prove the defendant's innocence. You cannot say for sure that the defendant didn't shoot the victim.
So sorry, Mr. Wright. How sad it is that the mighty fall. How sad is it to see a novice overconfidence? He doesn't realize just how big this little hole is going to get. Detective Gumshoe, please take this newfound account in continue your testimony.
What the voice did I just do? What voice did I just do? What the fuck?
Okay, wait, hold on. Fuck. I didn't have time to gather all the details before coming in here. This testimony might be my only source of information. Better pay attention and read this letter carefully. Ring, bring, bring. Okay, we already did. But the bullet was fired and the pistol was found at the scene. No doubt about it. Okay. You mean this pistol, the one at the crime scene photo? That's the one. It's a funny looking gun, so there's no mistaking it. We compared it to the bullets taken from the victim's skull. With the bullet fired from this gun. The rifling marks on the bullet perfectly match. So, you verified the murder weapon, in other words? You bet we did. And the pistol definitely belonged to the old man, sir. Why are you so certain? Well, the pile of sand on your head... Wait. What, a pile of sand stuck on your head there, pal? Have you never heard of Zack and Valiant's quick draw shoot 'em? Huh? What's that? One of the defendant's specialties. Oh my god, look how pretty she is. Look at the little lady. Wait. Is that L'Amour? That face. No, wait. That face. Is that not L'Amour?
Chad, this is weird. Oh god, wait.
Zack and Valiant grab me on either side of the girl. Then they shoot. But the bullets didn't hit her. Instead, they hit everything else on stage. With this one very pistol that they used on the show. Got a great design, huh? The kids love it. Many boys and girls joined the police because of this pistol, I hear. You know, that would explain a lot about the police force.
Trope Gramier stopped doing that act after a while ago. The old man held on to that pistol ever since.
Okay. Okay. Yep, this is fine. Yep, this is fine.
The court would like to see the pistol in question. You got it, sir. Here she is. Well, this is truly a blast from the past.
It's a stage pistol from a magic show, see? It can even fire real bullets.
It looks like such... It looks so much bigger in real life than on TV.
Yeah, it can only be held with one round. By the way, the pistol's firing chamber is empty, and it shows traces of having been fired recently. So, were there any fingerprints found on the gun? Unfortunately, no. Of course, the defendant is known for wearing gloves. Might we say the lack of fingerprints is, in fact, fingerprints of its own?
An intriguing point well made.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Not well made. Not intriguing. In any case,
The court accepts this as evidence.
okay.
My grandchild would get a kick out of seeing this. But now it's time to return to the testimony.
So what if he shot the clown? He still shot the victim, pal. Okay. So let me get this straight. You're saying that my client shot the clown and then shot the victim? Hey, not a bad summary, pal. Wait. More of a confirmation than a summary, but whatever. Wait. That was really more of a confirmation than a summary. But our defense attorney seems to be pleased enough with himself. Do these people miss a chance? Do these people ever miss a chance to mock me? Well, now Mr. Wright's gotten that out of his system. Shall we continue with the testimony? I didn't have time to really gather details before coming in here. Wait. Better pay attention. So, I'm assuming we need to use the evidence that we got in this. So there's no fingerprints. And the treasure belonged to the old man, so what if he shot the clown? He still shot the victim, pal. But, did they find 2 bullets? Did they find 2 bullets? I mean, take out the gun. Was it shot twice? The trickiest case often seem the simplest. Prosecutor Gavin, you missed the bullet hole in the clown's forehead. If you hadn't missed that, you might have come to be a very different conclusion. Understand?
Yeah, but like I said, pal,
After he shot the clown, in the forehead, he went and...
Objection!
But did nothing of the sort... and the victim did nothing of the sort. Wait, to the victim. The pistol proves he could not.
the murder weapon? How?
It's quite simple, Your Honor. This pistol only holds 1 bullet at a time. If he had shot the clown in the forehead, he couldn't have shot the victim too. Oh, dude, he looks very shiny.
Yerk!
Oh, don't lower his pay raise. That's not even that's not a contradiction. Not even close. All he had to do was reload the pistol after the first shot. Oh, where did he get the extra bullet? They're not so easy to come by, you know? If you claim the defendant already had one ready, then prove how he got it. I had the feeling that this wasn't over yet. No, this party's just getting started. I haven't proven anything yet because of my good looks and startling record sales. And the utter lack of humility.
Oh, what's this? It seems like the prosecution has yet another witness prepared.
Like I said, Head Detective was just a warm-up act. Now that the audience has gotten a taste of what's to come, then ready. Ready for what? For my decisive witness, of course. A witness. You'll find that can prove one of these things to us. That was Zach Gramier who shot the victim in the forehead, huh? Very well. We'll pause for a 15-minute recess. This might be my lucky break. I needed this 15 minutes so I can talk to my client, Zach. Court is adjourned. Oh, fuck. Okay. What the fuck? Oh, I can't. I don't want to stop. Oh, I don't want to stop. I want to get through this. I want to get through this so bad. Why is this so hard? I just want to get through this. I really want... I want this to be done. I want to see what happens. Okay, so first of all, L'amour was in the Trope Gramier, so she was probably a magician before she lost her memory. That was L'amour. That was her face. Look, man, I am a great person with faces. That is her face. What the fuck? What the fuck? No. Anyways, this is absolutely outrageous. Ba-ba-dum. Anyways, we're gonna save and we're gonna I think that was the quickest trial section ever. Holy crap. But we're gonna return to menu and I'm going to pause it right here. Look at my baby boy. Ah! Okay, sorry. I need to calm down. Oh, I always get flustered when I fucking see Apollo. Like, he's just the cutest little man. He's adorable. I'm sorry. I love Apollo Justice. Really, I do. He is a very, very adorable man. So, I wonder, was it... So, in that case, would it be bad? Who else would have killed... Bum, 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 bum. I'm sorry, the music hits so hard. Okay, but we're gonna end it there. So tomorrow, Helldivers, and you know, if I end up losing my mind too much on Helldivers, maybe we'll come back here because we're getting there. I think this is the final trial. Apollo Justice only has 4, and I need to see this. I need to see what happens, man. I'm so crossed. It's crazy. So I'm gonna go. I have to wake up in 4 hours. No, 4.5 hours. So thank you everybody for stopping by. Let me see if there's anyone to raid tonight. You know, Oompa Loompa stopped by earlier today. Oh, they're playing Dead by Daylight. That would be a nice transition. Ace Attorney to Dead by Daylight? Sure, man. Alrighty, so thank you everybody for stopping by, and I'm going to go to bed. Stay hydrated, everybody. Stay healthy, and I will see you guys tomorrow at I'll confirm the time on Discord, but it'll be around 6 p.m. or 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Not Eastern, don't listen to me. Pacific Standard Time. And so that'll be 9 Eastern, a few other things. So, good night everybody. Thank you for joining. And I will see you guys all tomorrow, okay? Alrighty. Bye-bye. Bye-bye everybody. Boop, 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 boop.